Hawaii's tourism industry, it continues to rebound after the COVID-19 pandemic. November marked the fourth consecutive month with year-over-year growth in both visitors' arrivals and spending. According to the Department of Business, Economic Development and Tourism, our visitor industry has recovered more than 95% from its pre-pandemic numbers, and spending also is up since then. Now, most of our visitors come from the continent, making up 77% of our total visitors. But our biggest international market, Japan, it is still suffering. Our Leah Kamana sat down with the Hawaii Tourism Authority's interim president and CEO, Daniel Nahoopii.
In Hawaii, you can't talk about tourism without Japan. But since the COVID-19 pandemic, Japanese tourist numbers have just not recovered. In November 2024, we actually saw a decrease when compared to 2023. 60,684 visitors compared to 63,416. And when comparing to 2019, more than double at 131,536.
Looking at Japan, we really have to say at least through 2026, mainly because a lot of it relies on the exchange rate issue, but also as they become more accustomed to traveling again.
While the U.S. market is what's keeping Hawaii tourism afloat, visitors from the U.S. don't tend to spend as much money on our local economy.
That's why we have to keep building back the international visitors, and it reflects in what they spend. You know, we are putting efforts in Korea, Oceania, particularly in Korea. You know, we are working on additional relationships with our travel agencies.
According to the latest data, international air travel from South Korea experiencing a strong recovery. And Hawaii continues to be a favored romance destination for Koreans. In November, 74 scheduled flights with nearly 21,000 seats arrived to Honolulu from Seoul. And in 2025, Air Premia, a new carrier seeing growth in Korea, is set to launch a direct flight to Honolulu, adding to the daily flights by Korean Air and 5 weekly flights offered by Asiana Airlines and Hawaiian Airlines. Another big market, Taiwan, where Lieutenant Governor Sylvia Luke recently traveled to continue Hawaii's sister state relationship.
That idea of sister state and sister city relationship actually has worked well in terms of tourism recovery as well. There's a built-in tie-in network, so travel agencies will help bring some of those employees or people who live in those cities to Hawaii.
And lastly, there's Europe.
Germany and Switzerland. So we recently did a European mission tour, and it's been very successful. They're very happy because we haven't been in Europe since the pandemic. There are many Europeans that want to travel, and they make the long distance travel, and they have the long vacation stays.
So looking ahead to 2025, HTA looking to make continued strides, using domestic travel to give us the much needed boost now, while playing the long game when it comes to the international market. In Waikiki, Leah Kamana, Island News.